When I was 11, the pediatrician told my mom that I had high cholesterol. She asked what we do about that or why that would be. I'm 11. And the pediatrician said, oh, just lay off the cupcakes. And that was all that was said about that until I was in my early 20s. And for 3 years in a row, my cholesterol was over 200. And every year my doctor said, oh, you're young, you're a woman. You just eat better, work out more, you'll be fine. We had gone to my in-laws for Easter, actually. I was 24 at the time, and I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and my heart was beating out of my chest. It was over 250 beats a minute. I just couldn't get comfortable. I eventually went back to sleep and then woke up a few hours later and was sitting on the couch just chatting with my in-laws, and then I just felt my heart beating out of my chest. I felt the world go black around me, and I put my head in my hands, and I just felt this overwhelming feeling of doom that I was sure I was dying. They told me I was passed out for over 5 minutes. They drove me to the emergency room. They released me, said it was a non-life-threatening condition, and that I should see an electrophysiologist when I had time when I got back. And I called that Monday and made an appointment with an electrophysiologist, and he said, well, you're only 24, but we'll do an echocardiogram to make sure that there's not like a hole in your heart, there's nothing funny happening. At that point, they had looked at my previous medical history and that ER visit, and the doctor looked at it again and saw that there was high levels of troponin in my blood, showing that I'd had a heart attack, and the ER had missed that. The plan was if they found one blockage, they were going to stent it. They found 3, so the plan changed. A surgeon eventually came in and said that it doesn't really matter why you've had a heart attack and why you have 3 blockages, but we need to get blood flow to your heart. So that's when they decided to do double bypass on me at 24. And then I got ready for my wedding, which was already planned. The Thursday before my wedding, my mom and I went out to run errands and came back and had to call 911 because we found my father unresponsive. So the paramedics came, ran past my wedding dress hanging from the banister in the bag, and they did everything they could, but it wasn't enough. Most of our family was already traveling in for the wedding, so we had to call the family and tell them what had happened and tell them that the wedding was still going on as planned because everyone was already en route. My wedding was very bittersweet. More bitter than sweet. And then a few months later, after all that happened, my mom went and did a stress test, which she failed, and had to have some stents placed as well. I inherited high cholesterol from my mom's side of the family. My dad's side of the family has a history of sudden cardiac death. So I take a statin and ezetimibe to help manage my cholesterol and LDL. At its peak, my LDL was 234, and now it's 42. I'm surely not the first person to have unexplained heart attack so young, and I won't be the last. I'm hopeful that we'll get answers to that in my lifetime. I'm hopeful we'll find more people, and the Family Heart Foundation will be able to include more people and reach more families to help them.